What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be doing a product review and testing of the new Bunker Industries steel-plated traction boards. So I'm going to do an unboxing type video, just show you what the kit comes with, how to put the teeth on and all that stuff. And then after we're done with that, I'm going to hop in the truck and we'll go hit some local trails and do a proper test run with them. So right when you take these out of the box, everything's in this nice carrying case. It's almost like a ripstop material, kind of like an awning, but it's super durable. It's got two little straps as carrying straps and then a Velcro grip right here that connects those together. And you can just carry them like that. You know, if you don't have any way of mounting them in your truck or on your trailer or wherever you're going to be putting them. So when you open these up, it's just got one zipper that goes across the top. And then inside the kit, you will get two sets of teeth, a red set and a black set. I'm going to be using the black set because I think it's going to match my truck a little bit better when I put them on my bed rack. And then it's got these little Bunker Industries straps. You can use these in the traction boards when you're in a sticky situation, like if you're in mud or something. You can run these in the side handles, and then that'll give you an easy way to pull them out of the mud or sand without having to get down and dirty. And then here's a little tool right here. It's a Bunker Industries, kind of like a scrunch, and this is just to tighten down the teeth after you put them in by hand. And now for the traction boards themselves. There's two steel plates, and they're on there, they're solid. And these plates are actually replaceable as well. So there's 7 machine screws holding each one on. So if you damage these or if they bend or something like that, you can replace those as well as the teeth. So to put these teeth in, it's super straightforward. I mean, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. The teeth are threaded. You can see the inside right here is threaded. All you do is stick it in and slowly turn it to the right. You don't want to cross thread these because the threads on the teeth are plastic. So just be careful with that. Make sure you get your threads going right before you start hammering down on it. Then after you get them hand tight, get your little tool that they gave you, just like that, and you are ready to go. So you can see the teeth have kind of like this cross pattern, and the inside of the tool matches that perfectly. So you just stick that in and tighten it. So I think that's enough talking now, guys. Let's load these on the truck and let's get out of here and test them out. All right, guys, we made it to some local trails. This is really nothing crazy, but there are some challenging obstacles. And we are in the Tundra. So bone stock, this truck weighs, I think, 5,600 pounds. So with all the added weight, I'm probably pushing, I don't know, maybe 6,500 pounds on this thing right now. So this is a heavy truck, and this is going to be a good test for these traction boards. So this is our first obstacle we have right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the truck in 4-wheel drive and just start slowly creeping up here. And then when I start to slip or in a situation where I would need to reposition myself or something like that, I'm going to throw the traction boards underneath the truck and try them out. And keep in mind, this Tundra has no lockers, nothing. It's just a factory 4-wheel drive truck, stock gears and everything. So it's going to be open differentials using these traction boards. So let's do it. All right, guys, it's a little windy, so I hope you can hear me, but for this next test, what I'm going to be doing is we're going to be going up this big ledge right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the traction boards on that gap going down. I'm going to do both traction boards, and I'm going to see if I can make a bridge with them, and that'll help me go up without having to hammer down a little bit or scrape my bumper on the rocks. So I'm going to get both traction boards and set them up real quick, and we'll see how they do. Right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the truck in two-wheel drive, and I'm going to kind of replay a scenario, you know, if your CV axle's broke or something, you're out camping or on a trail wheeling and you need to get home without a winch. All you got is the traction boards, and I have this trail right in front of me. This would be a super hard trail to do in two-wheel drive. So right here we have a pretty big dip, and I'm going to put the truck in two-wheel drive and put the traction boards on both sides, and we'll see if it can make it in two-wheel drive. All right guys, so I'm gonna get the Tundra. I'm gonna try to drive up this huge rock with this big gap right here, and it's totally off balance on that side because of the size of this rock. So I'm gonna use that traction board as kind of a ramp to get up, and then this one to fill the gap up top right here, and hopefully we can drive right up it. So let's give it a shot. All right, so that worked. Let me show you the size of this rock we just drove up. Uneven terrain. So that board definitely worked, held the weight of the Tundra. That one did its job as well. I'm gonna throw these back in the truck and we're gonna head to another section here. All right guys, we're at our next obstacle. Oh, you could see somebody went a little bit too hard when they were here last time. Man, that's not cool, man. You know what, I'm gonna take that home just so I don't leave any trash out here. You gotta respect these places. We don't have very many places around us to do this stuff, so why would you leave your trash like that? All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set the traction boards up probably on the loose gravel right here, and we'll see how it looks when I'm going up. If I start to spin out in this muddy stuff, then I'll stick the traction boards right there, but I'm gonna kind of play it by ear and see where I need to put them, but I think I'm gonna start with putting them in the gravel. So let's get those set up real quick. All right, guys, we are at our next challenge with these traction boards, and this is a steep hill. Check it out. So we're gonna go up right here, and I'm gonna use the traction boards as a bridge once again to go up this big rock right here and see if it helps us not spin any tires and just get up there smoothly. And then we might have to move them again up there just to try it. Check this hill out. You guys go throw a like on this video for me. I'm working hard on this one. It is super steep. Look at that. It's not easy terrain. So we're going to take this line here, go straight up the traction boards, and it should be pretty easy. Set these back up. All right, so we made it up that obstacle pretty easy. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slip the traction boards in front of my rear tires and help me get up this next climb and kind of just move along with them. All right, we made it up, so let's walk back up to the truck. See all these big rocks we just drove up. So now what I'm gonna do is we'll get to level ground, and I'm gonna prop the traction boards on the tailgate, and we'll see what the damage was to them. All right, so we are back on level ground, and I got the traction boards right here on the tailgate. Let's take a look at them. So here's the first one. Looks like we had two teeth break off on the threaded portion of it, which is not bad because we have spare teeth from the kit that it came with, and we'll just screw some new ones in. The metal plates are all still intact. They're scraped up, got some chips and scratches on them, but everything's still intact on both of those. The machine screws aren't messed up at all, so that's a good sign. I was worried about those getting messed up because that would be a pain to take out if they did. And let's look at the bottom side. So the bottom is pretty worn out. Nothing crazy. You can see all the teeth are kind of smashed in a little bit, but they are definitely still usable and still functional. And the bottom of the metal plate portion looks good too. I think that metal plate really provides some support for these things. I think that metal plate really provides some good support for the end of these things because it doesn't look bad at all. And let's look at the second one. So the second one we have, let's see, 1, 2 broken off at the threads. This one came out completely. And then 2 of these are completely broken. So you can see right there it cracked on the plastic. So that is not reusable, but these 2 are, which is not a big deal. And then the metal is all still intact, just kind of chunked up with some mud and stuff, but everything's still intact on this side. And then everything is still intact on this side as well. And the bottom looks about the same as the other one, just kind of worn down. And you can see right there, those are those two that popped inwards. So we lost 2 teeth completely. Out of that, all those tests we just did with a full-size truck, we lost 2 teeth, that's it. So that's not bad if you ask me. So yeah, I think these traction boards are legit. They're definitely tough, and they held up to all those tests we just did with the Tundra. This is not a light truck, so it was a pretty stressful test, and they did not bend or warp at all, which is awesome, because I've had traction boards with my 4Runner that have warped pretty crazily. So these did not bend or warp. They're still straight, and we only lost 2 teeth, which is not bad. So if you guys like these traction boards, like I said before, I got these from a company called VicOffroad.com. They sent them to us to test them out, and that's exactly what we did, and I believe they passed with flying colors. These are a great tool to have on any truck. I mean, if you guys don't have a set of these on your trucks when you're wheeling or out camping, they can save you in some sticky situations. And I think that these exceeded my expectations today, especially with this big heavy truck. And I'm definitely going to swap those teeth out and keep them on the truck for good now. So yeah guys, that's all we got. Don't forget to like this video. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. It helps us a lot. And I guess we'll be seeing y'all next time.